Hey guys, it's Hades here and welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to be teaching you about the Nether. And the Nether is literally a whole new world that gets generated once you go through that portal. So there is a lot to talk about and a lot to cover. And I'm probably going to be going back to the Nether in future episodes. But for now I'm just going to try and get the basics down as well as grab some stuff out so I can show you a few examples. I was cooking up the iron that we got last episode while we were looking for diamonds and the gold. And I'm actually going to keep my diamond pick here because it is actually a lot more dangerous than you would think going to the Nether. And I would not recommend going there without armor. See, I have iron armor and that's kind of the minimum. I wouldn't want to go there in any less than that. But of course you can. I mean, depending how experienced you are at the game is how well you'll do, I guess. But that's quickly make something that I want to showcase in the Nether. Most of you who watch my other videos will know what I'm planning already, but anyway, I'm not going to ruin it for those of you who don't watch me. And so here's the Nether portal that we built. And we did that just with those pieces of obsidian. 3 there, 2 there, 3 there, 2 there. Exactly like that. And then you got to light it up by getting any type of fire in here. The easiest way was of course the flint and steel. And we can cancel this by breaking it. Well, you can only do that in creative, can you? I'm sure there's another way of breaking it, maybe washing water through it or something in not creative. And so yeah, you can decorate it with putting blocks there. And just before we go through it, I do want to correct something I said last episode. I said getting a diamond pick was the only way to make this portal, but someone also mentioned that you can put lava. You can make like almost like a mold in real life. You make a mold and you put source blocks of lava there where you want the obsidian. Then you tip water over it and it will turn the source block of obsidian into lava. So exactly how we're doing it down in the mines, but you making yourself a little mold and putting the lava there using buckets. And you could make the portal like that. But to be honest, I think that's pretty stupid. I'll just get diamond. If you don't have 3 diamond, you probably shouldn't be going to the Nether anyway. But here we go, we stand in the portal. It shakes up your screen a bit and bam! It is now generating it. So it's probably going to lag massively because this is the first time I've ever been in the Nether. Yep, look at that frame rate lag. So the map is generating itself right now. But after it generates, it'll start getting a lot less laggy and it'll be exactly the same as the overworld. But now that we're here, there's some immediate changes that you've noticed. If we press F3, the world says hell right there. So it doesn't say what type of biome it is. It just says hell everywhere. And you probably notice there's a lot of lava. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of these new blocks that I'm going to go past in a second and explain. And yeah, what I would immediately assume is there's lots of lava and fire and new enemies. So let's bring a water bucket. But I just tried to place the water bucket there. And you saw it didn't work. Because water doesn't work in the Nether. There's a few little glitches and bugs to get water, but they were all related to certain patches. So in this patch 1.5.2, which I'm playing on, I don't actually know any bugs. But it was possible if you played previously in a previous patch, there was a few bugs that you could get water in the Nether. But other than that, there is no way to get water in the Nether. So if you catch on fire, you got to deal with it and you'll probably die. So it's extremely dangerous, but on to my next explanation before we go exploring. There is tons of new blocks in the Nether. The first one is this block right here, which we're going to pick up. It is extremely easy to break, and it does catch on fire very easily. If I was to flint and steel it, it would actually stay on fire. I believe it stays on fire forever in the Nether. And if I put it in the overworld, I think it stays on fire forever as well. So it's a good way to make fireplaces and things like that. To gather some nether rack, this is called, right there. See, nether rack. And you can use it for fireplaces in the main world. So I'll probably do that. I'll make a fireplace out of this with my 10 nether rack. And besides that, it's not really used for much. I believe in a recent patch you could turn it into nether brick. But I haven't explained that yet, so I'm not going to get into that. Let's just keep it simple for now. The other blocks you might find here are gravel, which I'll go find some. And quartz, which I can see some right now, so we'll go have a look at that. Soul sand, and nether brick, of course, which I already said. What was the other one? You can break nether brick fence, nether brick stairs. You can also find nether warts, and you can also find glowstone. Right there is the glowstone, but let's just stick to one at a time, okay? So, you know the characteristics of netherrack. Easy to break, stays on fire for a long time. And this one right here is called soul sand. And when you walk over soul sand, it slows your movement down. Look at that, guys. Really slowed, normal speed. Really slowed, normal speed. And this is used a lot for things like ice. If you put soul sand below ice, it will actually make things, items that slide on the ice, slide faster. Now that's extremely weird, but that's a little... It's used in a certain method, so I'm not going to build that this episode, but I might show you that next or in a future episode. But yeah, so netherrack, not many people use it for design purposes. They mainly use it for traps, to slow people down. And if you put a block like this... oh, we got some enemies coming, so better do this quick. If we do something like this, and then try and walk up through here... Oh, I gotta put it on top of the netherrack, do I? Oh, damn it, I kind of screwed that over. I think I might need to surround it. Haven't done this in a while. Hopefully we don't start getting attacked. That still let me walk out there. That's a bit weird. Oh, incoming. Bam! Okay, that kind of ruined that explanation. And we only have one arrow, so that's not even enough to kill that. That up there is called a gas. Or gasp. Gasts. Who knows? It's different pronunciation in every... culture, I guess. And yeah, I'd pretty much just give up on it. You can hit them away like this. When the fireballs come at you, you can hit them with your sword. And that's pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to kill it. So, my luck isn't going to be that good for now. But let's go over here, so I can talk about the rest of the blocks in the nether. Because this is a pretty big episode. And see how I'm loading new chunks, how it's lagging a bit. Sorry about that, guys. I would have loaded it previously, but I kind of wanted to show that as an example. So I've went over netherrack and soul sand. Soul sand is of course the slowing block you can use for traps. Actually, I really want to get this trap worked out. I forgot how to do it. I know if you put soul sand surrounded by stuff, that is how you trap them. But I don't really want to surround myself because I don't want to get... Oh, it doesn't matter actually. How would I do that? Maybe like this? Let's see if it works. No, it's still letting me out onto that. Someone might want to explain that one. But, as you can see here, while falling down into this, it brings me down a layer. See, I'm slightly higher up here, but when I go into soul sand, I get lowered down. So it may look like a full block, but it's actually not. And that's how you'd build traps related to it, is by abusing that feature. So we're going to grab some more of this, because it is extremely useful for things I might want to show off in the future. And I probably should have looked that up. I swear it was similar to this. What could I be missing? Maybe it's without a block there. Yes, it is! Wow, about time. See? Now that I'm in a lower... I'm further down into the soul sand. I'm not technically standing on a normal block. So now when I try and walk out here, it doesn't let me out. Even though it looks like a clean pathway, we can destroy this. See, look at this. That looks like a clean pathway. I'd be like, sure, why not? I'll just walk through this. Don't blow me up, fucking piece of shit. Okay, we've got a few seconds to explain it. See, it looks like a normal pathway. Go to walk through it, and it doesn't let me. That is what the trap was meant to be. But we are under attack now, so... I've got to try and kill him or get away from him. I reckon get away from him is the best option for now. Alright, so I kind of explained that trap. Hopefully you understand how to make it. It was just that you couldn't have a block on top of your head where you wanted the trap to be. So as you're walking along here, I can't get to this block because there is a block up here, and as well as the blocks on the side. It doesn't let me get past. See how I'm trapped? Even if I'm jumping and crouching, it does not let me past. That's because this block is a different height to this one. Okay, enough of that. Hopefully you guys explain that. I'll be covering that in a future tutorial anyway. And we've got some new mobs coming at us. We better get through this real quick before we get owned. Right here is a new ore that was recently introduced to the Nether. It is called Nether Quartz, and you can mine this with any pickaxe. I'm using a stone pickaxe right now. I think even wood might work. I could test that, but I'm going to assume wood will work as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if anyone's using a wood tool, you're doing Minecraft wrong anyway. So you shouldn't even know the answer to that question, guys. Anyway, let's mine this up, and I'll show you what it's used for. So at the moment, it isn't the most useful block. It is really good for design. Fuck you. He hit me. What the fuck? Yeah, you destroy your own land, bitch. Alright. So it's not the most useful at the moment. It comes out like this. And this is extremely not useful. You can't place it on the ground. And it's pretty useless. But you can join it together like this to make blocks. And these look extremely good for design purposes. And then after making these blocks, you can use them to make other blocks. Like nether block of, not nether block, quartz stairs. And quartz pillars, and quartz patterns. Like, you can make heaps of different types of blocks. See, there's the pillar quartz block. So we can make 2 of them. And basically it all comes from the nether quartz that we get from the nether. So it's mainly a designing block at the moment. But I'll be updating you guys in the future if that does change to something a bit more useful. But it is pretty good. It does look really good, and I'll definitely be trying to collect it. Alright, next block. Glowstone. This is the block that everyone comes to the Nether for. Everyone's like, I gotta go to the Nether to get myself some glowstone. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, because this is one of the best looking blocks that emits light. Not many blocks emit light, mainly just torches, and even mushrooms emit light, to be honest. Where can I show off some brown mushrooms? Actually emit a bit of light, but I can't actually see any around here. I can see red mushrooms. And that's another good thing about the Nether. Mushrooms spawn here a lot more often because of the dark conditions. There we go. Alright, so I got myself some glowstone dust. And I got that from breaking the glowstone. But to turn it back into... how do I do that? What the... Stop! There we go. Okay. I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to make one. I probably could have done that easier. I was holding right click. So there we go. That's how you make the glowstone back. And if we place it, it'll emit light in a, I don't know the radius exactly. I'd say 10 blocks or something is what I would use it for. And if we mine it back up, we get some glowstone dust back. As simple as that, guys. And these blocks are only in the Nether. So these Nether quartz blocks, or quartz blocks, and glowstone, and soul sand and netherrack are only in the Nether, and this world is literally a whole different world. If you go look on your Minecraft files, you'll notice that this actually generated a whole new world file, which is kind of, it's good in a way because it lets them have heaps of different characteristics of the world, and I'm going to go into that a bit now. I don't want to die, so I'm just like trying to stay back, but basically what I mean by the different characteristics is the Nether is only 128 blocks high. And that is totally different because I think the overworld was originally the same height, but Mojang actually changed it and made it so the overworld was 256 blocks high, I think it is now. I just made another crafting table for no reason. Duh! Make another pick. So yeah, that pretty much explains it. This is only 128 blocks high, and the overworld was 256 blocks high. That's one difference. And also, if you place lava in this world, it flows further than it would in the overworld. In the overworld, it only tends to go down like actual hills, but if I was to grab some lava in this world and place it, it'll go a lot further. So I don't want to get hit into the lava. You got to be really careful, guys. Because of course if you die in lava, you lose everything. We got the thing shooting at us. So we just got to grab the lava and get out of here. I just want to showcase how far lava actually spreads when you put it in the Nether. Because some people don't really know. Look at this, guys. Look how fast that is spreading and how far it is spreading compared to if we were to place that in the overworld. it would be a lot smaller than that, guys. So I just thought I'd showcase that while I'm trying to think of something else. What did I miss? Got to make sure I'm eating. Alright, so there's no way to place water in this world. Lava flows further. There's another little trick that isn't really related to the Nether, but I forgot to mention it last episode. If you press F8, it actually puts you in slow-mo mode. Like, the camera doesn't move at the speed of your mouse, it moves like extremely slow, like this. And it's extremely useful for recording cinematics, or epic, like, PvP battles that you want to do in slow motion, almost. Or things like that. That's pretty much all it's used for, and I just thought I'd mention that. You just press F8 on your keyboard if you want to activate that mode, and F8 to take it off again. Alright, so, what is in the Nether, besides these new blocks, that we have to know about? Number 1 would probably be the mobs, and there is totally new mobs in the Nether. The first one being that Ghasts, or Ghasts, or whatever, I don't care. They are extremely weak, actually. They don't do that much damage, but most of their damage comes from the fire, because if they hit you, you actually get lit on fire, and that's where most of the damage comes from. And you can hear them by that distinct sound that I keep watching out for. Right there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I didn't get time to explain that, did I? Okay. What do I do in a situation like this? Okay. Well, I've got to do something a lot better than what I have previously been doing. Because now, okay, I should probably explain this as it's happening. If you hit one of these pigmen, every single pigman in the Nether will be attracted to you and want to kill you. So I'm in extreme danger right now, because every pigman I run past will actually get pulled to me and be trying to kill me. So that's why I can't stop running, or they will catch me. And even though I didn't hit it myself, I deflected the bullet that the Gasp shot at me, and that's why they were chasing me right then. So hopefully I've escaped them, and hopefully these ones don't aggro when I walk past. What do you reckon? Will it aggro? Nah, I seem to be safe. So it looks like they've changed that since I was last in here, but that was a really good example. And I showed you how to deal with it, because there's no way I could have killed them. I would have got absolutely demolished. And yeah, that was a perfect example, guys. If you hit one pigman, all of his friends that you walk past, or in the general vicinity of the area, will start attacking you. But other than that, they are passive mobs. I can walk right into them and bump them. I can even push them into fire and stuff. They just light on fire, it doesn't do damage, but, you know, you can do whatever you want except hit them. If you do hit them, they'll call their friends. Alright, and they're called pigmen. Now that I've explained that in gasps, I think we're all good to continue on with the new mobs. There is blazers, which I haven't seen any yet, but they're basically like flying funny looking things that are on fire, and they shoot fireballs, and they actually do a lot more damage than any of the other mobs in here. Oh, looks like we found another one that doesn't like me. It's owning me. I'm on 2 hearts. Great. Alright. So I'm on the run again. And this guy's chasing me now. Somehow I hit them. I don't know how that aggro system worked. That guy, that particular one doesn't like me because of the fireball, I think. Oh. Yep, 1 heart. Okay. I'm going to have to go extreme caution mode now. Let's dig into this right here. Seems like a good idea. Oh well. And that's exactly why the Nether is not the safest place to be. Alright. Let's quickly cover some more stuff before I actually die. I'm just going to stay in here and regenerate some hearts. So, when you're in the Nether, you can build things like compasses and clocks. I haven't covered them yet, but they actually don't work in the Nether. So that is extremely bad if you do want to use them. I never use them, but just for tutorial's sake, compasses and clocks don't work. And you can actually spam nether pearls to get on top of the Nether. Seeing as the Nether is only 128 blocks high, on top of the Nether there is all bedrock and it's perfectly flat. And you may be like, why would you want to get up there if there's nothing up there except flat bedrock? but is extremely good for travelling. Because when you're in the Nether, every one block in the Nether, if I walk one block here, it is equivalent to walking 8 blocks up in the overworld. Now, you may be like, how does that work? And it works like this. If I was to build a portal there, and then I was to walk one block in the Nether and build another portal, that would be the exact same as me walking 8 blocks in the overworld and building another portal. And it actually won't help you that much doing small amounts like that, because the portals will actually be linked to the same portal if you only move a small amount of blocks. I forgot the exact amount, but nonetheless, it is still very good for travelling long distances. So if I was to walk 1,000 blocks in this direction behind that portal, and then I was to build another Nether portal, it would take me 8,000 blocks in the overworld. So this is about 100 blocks here, approximately. If I was to build the Nether portal here, go through it, it'll take me approximately 800 blocks up or away from the other portal in the overworld. So therefore it is extremely good for travelling long distances, guys. And hopefully you understand that, because that is extremely useful no matter what you're playing. If you're playing multiplayer servers, if you're playing single player, if you're playing whatever, that is by far the best way to travel. If you're looking to find horses in the new update, they won't spawn in already loaded chunks. Or at least I don't think so. So the best thing to do would be to go to the Nether, walk about 1,000 blocks in the Nether, build a Nether portal, go through it to take you back up to the overworld, and that'll actually bring you 8,000 blocks in the overworld. So that'll bring you to a whole new area where you would have whole new chances to get new biomes and horses spawning and new ores if they ever introduce new ores, things like that, guys. So just take that into account, and that is extremely important. So traveling in the Nether, it's actually a lot harder to master. I set it really simple here, like 1 block equals 8 in the overworld, so 100 equals 800, 1,000 equals 8,000. That's really simple. There's actually a lot more advanced things. Let's go back through here real quick, because I just want to stay here for a second and talk about a few more things. What else was there that I missed about the Nether? Oh, I missed what I have this for. So let's go into the Nether one more time before ending this episode. And I'm just trying to think, there's so much to cover, but hopefully I covered most of it for you. And hopefully you understand how pigmen work, how they don't attack you unless you attack them. And if you do accidentally attack them, like with that fireball, they will temporarily get attracted to you and want to kill you, but you can outrun them and lose aggro. So that was a good little tip I showed you guys. But if you do hit them, like directly with a sword, I'm not sure if they lose aggro. And I don't really want to test that, because I know previously they haven't, but due to them losing aggro over there before, I think they might have changed that on me. There's some brown mushrooms, and they emit a tiny bit amount of light. I should probably show you that while I'm here. So we'll just encase ourselves in a dark room so you can see how much light they give off. See? Tiny bit of light. See, it's slightly more lit there than it is here. It's literally nothing. It's one block of light, and I think these give away like 20 or whatever. So it's totally different. But anyway, we are on to the bed, and I think this will be the finale for this episode, because after you see what happens when you place a bed in the Nether, you probably won't want to do it yourself. Or you might want to do it if you want to cause some serious damage. But basically what happens, if I place a bed in the Nether, just like this, it will work. But if I go to sleep in this bed, it'll cause mass destruction, and it will do an explosion similar to the explosion of a super creeper, which I covered a few episodes ago. So we're going to go ahead and do it. We've got our armor on, we've got full hunger, and if we sleep in this bed, it is going to blow up. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Boom! Fuck, it actually killed me. Damn it. I was hoping it wouldn't kill me with full iron armor. But it does kill you, so GG. Don't do it if you have iron armor or worse, guys. I think diamond armor you might be able to survive. But looks like iron armor is a no-no. Let's go have a look what happened down here. See if we can pick up any of our stuff. Fuck. Fuck! We actually lost all the stuff. Damn it. I was hoping to be surviving with about 1 heart left or something. But my plan didn't work. Oh, get out of here, fire! Don't burn my stuff! I need that. Give me that. Thank you. So I didn't lose everything at least. That's something. And lava randomly appears. That's good to know. I wonder if that had something to do with the bed, or if there was actually a random lava block under there. Because lava blocks can actually randomly spawn in the Nether. That's a little bit of a trick that you might want to know. I don't have a pickaxe. Luckily, this stuff is so weak. Come on. Damn it. Alright. Let's get out of here. I'm going to have to prepare majorly for next episode, because I just lost pretty much everything. But it was worth it to show you guys the exploding beds, because I didn't have any better armor on me at the moment, so I couldn't have really tested it any other way. I probably could have put my stuff away in a safe spot. But, you know, who cares? You only do this once anyway. Let's get out of here. I don't think I'm going to be exploding any more beds anytime soon, now that I've shown you guys it. And I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Hopefully I gave you guys a good rundown of the Nether. I think the only thing I missed was a Nether fortress. You can find Nether fortresses in the Nether, and it's basically the Nether brick material. It looks similar to Nether rack, but darker and more like a brick texture. More like mix between soul sand and Nether rack with colours and more bricky. And yeah, so you find them, and inside them you can find chests, so chests with loot, and you can also find blaze spawners. So the spawner is like a cage on the ground that'll spawn that type of mob, and the blazes are the flying fire gods pretty much, they just shoot fireballs at you. So hopefully I can find them in a future episode and show you them. But for now I think that's pretty much it. That was pretty much the basics. So I will be finding a Nether fortress in a future episode and a blaze spawner and showing off that. But for now, that's all guys. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to chuck it a like and comment and tell me what you want to see in future episodes. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more guys, and I'll see you later.